Donald Trump's critics are worried about him running for president again in 2024. One of the House impeachment managers, California Congressman Ted Lieu, mentioned that at the trial this week.
I'm not afraid of Donald Trump running again in 4 years. I'm afraid he's going to run again and lose, because he can do this again.
There's no reason to believe Mr. Trump would not do this again, especially since senators in his party made sure to acquit him. But there's another concern that frankly has me even more worried. A healthy democracy spares us from constantly watching our backs. It should not leave us in fear of not knowing what may happen next. Donald Trump is a powerful politician, but America has a way of producing deranged individuals who strike out against the powerful in unconscionable ways. Now, to be clear, I'm not predicting this, and I'm definitely not advocating this. But I'm very worried about this. President Trump often referred to his political foes as the enemy of the people. Another man also made that phrase famous, Leon Czolgosz, an anarchist with a chip on his shoulder. He called President William McKinley the enemy of the good people after he assassinated him. On September 6, 1901, Leon Czolgosz shot President McKinley in the chest at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York. His motive? Czolgosz said he did not believe in our form of government or in any kind of head of state. In his words, quote, "I killed the president because he was the enemy of the good people, the good working people. I am not sorry for my crime," unquote. When we think of presidents in peril, we tend to think of Abraham Lincoln, of course. But do you know what John Wilkes Booth yelled from the stage of Ford's Theater after he'd shot Lincoln? He yelled the motto of the state of Virginia, Sic semper tyrannis, thus ever to tyrants. The presidency carries unique dangers, especially from people swollen with vengeance and madness. James Garfield was shot in the back on July 2nd, 1881. The gunman, Charles Guiteau, was a megalomaniac convinced that President Garfield owed him a diplomatic post. And why? Because Guiteau had given a pro-Garfield speech at a campaign rally, and he expected a great job as a kind of civil service thank you gift. And remember McKinley? His successor, Teddy Roosevelt, was the first president to be guarded by the Secret Service. And he was the target of a hit on his life after leaving office. Teddy Roosevelt was running for a third term, a race he would lose to Woodrow Wilson. Before a campaign speech, this man, John Schrank, shot him on October 14th, 1912. Schrank was both strongly against three-term presidents and insane. When they caught him, he had a letter on him describing a dream. In it, William McKinley's ghost told him to avenge his death by killing Roosevelt. Amazingly, the former president's eyeglass case slowed the bullet down. He lived with the slug in his chest for the rest of his life. He even went on with the speech. These presidents faced deadly attacks without creating the kind of toxic atmosphere that Donald Trump created. Who's to say what's coming in this atmosphere? Now, let me be clear. The threat from supremacists and far-right extremists is the top threat right now. That is why the Biden administration is focused on studying and stopping it. The current threats are much greater on the far right than the far left, though there are threats on both extremes. I'm not saying the danger's everywhere, nor is it evenly distributed. But when it comes to presidents, history teaches us that the danger does not come from where we might expect it, because we never know where to expect it. I still remember holding my breath when Barack Obama walked in his first inaugural parade. I prayed that no one would try to make an example of him or of Michelle Obama. I remember watching and whispering, "Get back in the car. Please, man, just get back in the car." I felt the same thing this year when Kamala Harris became the first multiracial woman to serve as vice president. One heartbeat from the Oval Office. Donald Trump has been at the center of a lot of political violence in this country since his campaign began in 2015. But today's political violence threatens everyone. It could well threaten him, too. Homegrown extremists endanger all of us, including him. we have not seen a movement whose destructiveness matches theirs. After what we've been through these last few years, God, I hope we never do. With that said, we would love to hear from you. How are you helping to keep our politics peaceful? Write us an email. Our address is theweek@msnbc.com, or feel free to tweet us a short video or a comment. We are @theweekmsnbc. However you reach out to us, be sure to include your name and where you live, and please keep it brief. 100 words or fewer, or 30 seconds or less would be ideal for TV. theweek@msnbc.com, or tweet us @theweekmsnbc. We will share some of your stories next weekend.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.